dear guitar friends. In case you're wondering, this was sonata, a small little part from a sonata for violin that Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach, in my opinion, the greatest composer of all time, wrote. And I just played it from the original transcript for violin. Usually what happens is that when it's for guitar, for classical guitar, they will rearrange it. Maybe they will change keys to accommodate open strings and so on and so forth. And they will change it to suit the guitar. But I didn't I didn't learn the classical guitar transcript. I learned directly the violin transcript and tried to make it fit the world of the electric guitar. What I'm doing in this series, basically I'm traveling across Indonesia. This is where I have been staying for the last 1 month and a half. My room is up there. Let me show you my room. Not this one, but this one up there. That's my room. Right by the river here. And every place that I go to, I want to record a little excerpt for you, so that by the end of having traveled, let's say, I don't know, 16 or 20 different destinations, I will have completed the whole part. Just a little game that we are doing. And after that, I will record a video where I play the whole thing from start to finish. Alright, now, the thing is, the most important thing here is not really to just be able to play that, but to be able to understand what Bach is doing, to get inside his mind. And he's doing some really wonderful stuff here. Let me talk a little bit about some of them. So for example, the whole thing is in like sort of G minor. Sorry, let me put the microphone properly. Excuse me for the noise. So the whole thing is in sort of like a G minor territory, but he's doing a lot of modulations and a lot of modal interchange. Yes, modal interchange is not a modern concept. It exists from the Baroque times and even before perhaps. So this whole thing is in G minor. You can hear how that's in D dominant. It goes to the 5 chord, but he's not playing that F sharp to not give away the dominant character so much. You can hear that C minor here goes to the 4 chord. All right. Okay. The stuff that he does here is like moving between the 1, the 4, and the 5 a lot, but not in this obvious way. Listen to the chord changes now that this is the 1 where he starts, goes to the 4, and then to the 5 at some point. Listen to that. The 4, the 5, back to the 1. You hear that B flat major. I don't really have time to explain the whole thing, so I'm just like skipping forward because I would turn this into like a massive video. And goes to an A minor, D minor, this is so wonderful. He has modulated to D minor now. Because there's the dominant, A dominant, flat 9. Okay, and D minor first inversion, D minor root position. The 2 chord, our E half diminished, so it's the G minor, which is not the tonic anymore. Now it's the 4. Now it's the 4 chord of the D minor. So it's 1, 2. 1, 4 to the 5. minor is the 1, G minor is now the 4, back to the 5. And somehow he turns the A into the 5 again. And he started from G minor and somehow ended in D. Very typical of Bach to have these intricate modulations with pivot chords. What are pivot chords? I cannot give you a lesson on pivot chords right now because it's going to be again too long, but feel free to contact me if you want to talk about these things in a more personal way. But in a nutshell, when you have a key, it has some diatonic chords. We'll usually have 7 diatonic chords, and another key will have, like the key of G minor has 7 diatonic chords, the key of D minor has 7 diatonic chords, and those two keys share some common chords. So you can use those common chords to modulate from one key to another without having like those key changes that you will hear in popular music that are so obvious. Like you start from G minor and then your song modulates to A flat minor suddenly. Out of the blue, it's like, you know, real composers back then didn't do this kind of stuff. Sorry, I don't want to be too judgmental. Sometimes this stuff can work too, of course, but there's a certain level of intricacy here. And I don't know if you remember, but I posted a video of me on the beach playing the first part here, which was you know what I mean? It's like the first part. Listen to how close the melody is. Taking the same melody, but putting some kind of different patterns, different voice leading, different chords on top of it to make it like the same thing in a different octave and with so many layers of different intricacies. And as we will move forward to the third part of the tune, we will discover more of this kind of stuff. Anyway, feel free to reach out if you need help with your musical journey. I just need to be straight up front and say that I don't teach classical music. I just happen to come from a jazz background, which allows me to understand harmony on pretty much any style of music within reason. So because of the fact that I come from a jazz background, this gives me access to various styles of music, including classical music. I'm not specialized in classical music teaching, but because of the jazz background and the deeper understanding of harmony, I can get into Bach and understand what he's doing. And not only Bach, but other composers such as Beethoven or Ravel or Debussy. Anyway, so yeah, the whole point here that I want to communicate is musical freedom. Having the knowledge and the skills which allow you to enter and access anything you want, given the time and the effort, of course. Everything needs time, everything needs effort, but it's not just about putting in the time and the effort, it's about having the skills which allow you to enter something, provided that you put in the time and the effort. Let's be honest about everything. There are no magic tricks, okay? Now, if all this stuff sounds super interesting to you, and you want to deepen your knowledge and your understanding in music, and you want to get into this kind of level that I'm talking about, but again, I'm not a classical music teacher, feel free to reach out, all right? Hope to see you soon, and take care. Enjoy your practice time.